What's up, everybody? Well, today I'm here to bring you another vacuum that some of you have not been able to see yet. This is another vacuum in my collection. Here I present to you a Eureka ESP Model 2087. This is one of the older versions of the Eureka ESP, and I've always wanted a much older Eureka compared to that 2109 that I have. Link to the video of that vacuum in the description box. Although that's a great vacuum and I enjoy it, there's just something deep inside me that wants to experiment with more of these older, super vintage Eureka F&G machines. And here I have one of those examples. I bought this one locally for sale on OfferUp for only $10. So I did take a little bit of a gamble knowing that how cheap the vacuum was sold, it's probably going to have some problems. And from what I saw, the only thing wrong with it was it needed a belt. And that was the only thing that this thing needed. So I did throw in a belt and also another F&G bag, and now we've got a perfect working cleaner, and it makes a nice piece to my collection. So let's go ahead and give a walkthrough of the cleaner. So this is one of the higher end models of the ESP lineup, so it has the 2-speed motor. One has switched for normal, and then the up switch is for ESP, which basically this is just the difference between low speed and high speed. Which, nice thing about the Eurekas is that the high speed is actually permanently locked in. It's not like the Hoover's Power Surge feature where it's a momentary switch to where you have to hold it to keep it in high speed, but then when you let go, it falls back to its low speed. That was so to not put as much strain on the motor since it wasn't designed to turn as much of high speed. But Eureka must have made much more difficult motors to be able to extend the higher RPMs, so they decided to lock it in the high speed. So not too sure what that is, but all I know is you have the option between low and high speed. So anyway, right up here you do have your nice color contrasted handle cover. And your power cord is on the side here. Not the longest cord by any means. I think this is only like a 20 to 24 foot cord. So it's not very long, but that's the only downside. So here is the outer bag. It is a vinyl outer bag, but I do not believe this to be the original, because I would have believed the original outer bag would have probably had some kind of texture on it or would have been color matched to the cleaner. But this is what I came with. It might be the original since it's a vinyl outer bag, but this is what came with it. And it's overall in good condition for a vinyl bag, so I'm not going to complain there. So let's go ahead and show you the bag setup on this. So right here is your typical Eureka F&G bag setup. This is a generic Vacuum America Clean F&G bag that I'm running in this thing. Filters so much better. I honestly didn't even know they made the F&Gs in HEPA configuration. But as you can see, here's how the F&G kind of works. It is bottom fill, but it converts itself into a top fill. So it kind of runs off this fill tube and into the bag. So the bag is, in a way, top fill, but it mounts in from the bottom. Very oddball setup, but Eureka has been doing that for years. Even Sanitaire did it for some time, long before they introduced the ST bags to the traditional line. And, oops, cord fell off. But this is, being an older model, it is a metal hood F&G cleaner, which is nice, adds a little bit more durability. My 2109 is a plastic hood, so this definitely does feel a lot more durable in my opinion. This particular version does have the 6-position dial-in app, which I honestly like a little bit better than the Rugulator setup. The Rugulator just has so much settings, and it's hard for me to get it set perfect. But I'm able to dial in this dial-in app just fine, and I got it right where I want to for the pile of this carpet. And right here you have your old vintage Eureka logo. ESP lettering right there, stands for extra suction power. Like I said, it's the 6-position dial-in app. You have 6 carpet height settings with it. It's got edge cleaner and a Vibra Groomer brush roll, which, speaking on that, I will go ahead and show you the underside. Do like the bumpers also color match to the cleaner. Really nice, like maroon wine color on this. So anyway, as I was saying, here is the brush roll that is in this. It is Eureka's first revision Vibra Groomer brush roll, which, better way to pronounce this is a Vibra Groomer 1. So you do have a beater bar right here and then one over there. You have a set of brush strips right here and another one right over here. And this is my first time ever working with the Vibra Groomer 1, because my 2109 has a Vibra Groomer 2, which that one has much more stiffer bristles than this. And also the beater bars are just like beater nubs in a way. So my first time dealing with a Vibra Groomer 1, but I already kind of like it. Even though the bristles may not feel as stiff as the Vibra Groomer 2, they do seem to groom very well. I do know I've seen some replacement Vibra Groomer 1s come with 4 brush strips, and I do believe these beater bars can be replaced with brush strips, so if I want to, I could probably convert this to a 4-brush Vibra Groomer. But so far it works good just how it is right now. And also this bottom plate can be simply removed like that if you need to change out your belt. It does have a nice metal bottom plate. That's one thing I do like about this. And here's the belt system. It's Eureka's RD belt, which this, I will have to admit, is not an actual RD belt. This is an old worn out Hoover convertible belt that is stretched out and worn. So this is only a temporary belt for right now until I can get some actual RD belts. But it seems to work pretty good either way. I haven't noticed any problems with the motor upon doing this temporary belt swap. So it works good for the time being. Let me see if I can't get this bottom plate back on camera. Come on. Oh. All right, there's that side, and here's the other side. And now let's take a look at the model number. It is model 2087A. If anyone knows how to serial date these Eurekas, please let me know. I want to say this cleaner was made sometime in the late 70s or to early 80s. So it's 120 volts. It's 25 to 60 hertz. This has a 6 amp motor. This is before they upgraded to a 6.5 amp and later a 7 amp in later years. By the Eureka Company in Bloomington, Illinois. And also right here is basically a diagram of how to properly mount the belt on this so you don't make a mistake and the belt is turning backwards, because some people have made the mistake with these Eureka F&Gs as well as the Hoover convertibles. They hook the belt backwards and the brush roll spins in the wrong direction. So right here are your front wheels, that your height adjustment wheels. You do have your small rear wheels in the back that are kind of recessed in and are not exposed like they would later go to for easier transport. But I do like the recessed wheels because they do feel a little more maneuverable with that setup. But the only problem is it's not as easy to like transport around. See, it kind of digs in the bottom of the hood. It's the only bad thing about it. So for now, let's go ahead and unwind the cord, which you got to do it the old-fashioned way since none of the cord hooks rotate. Like I said, not the longest cord, so that's the unfortunate thing. But let's go and plug this guy in. Now we'll go ahead and turn this thing on and demo it for you so you can hear just how good this thing runs. So first we'll start off on low speed. Now here is high speed. Sounds pretty good. The first portion of this vacuuming, I will start with low speed, then later we'll work it up to high speed. So for now, let's go ahead and turn this thing on and demo it cleaning. First we'll start off on low. Go ahead and put it to high speed. runs very smooth, has a lot of power, and it's a nice joy to use. Well, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this video on the Eureka ESP 2087. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.